Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are definitely in an awkward spot. We managed to get out of our last two wars intact and unscathed. We actually ended up getting some Italy out of it. Unfortunately, we definitely had an Orthodox breakaway, and we currently have another faction brewing up here behind this existing faction to install. Claimant faction? Okay, that sounds fine. These populists are actually currently not considered to be strong enough, and so is this Liberty faction. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but we are 5 direct vassals above right now, and I would like to do something about that. The question is there anything to do about it? Because we're only at 39,000 troops right now, and that's not a good amount of troops, to be honest. That's quite bad. So I'd like to do something about that. Let's look through some kingdoms here, some prisoners specifically. So we need to go into our courtiers, into the prisoner tab, and sort by rank. Okay, so we've got just this Sultana, the Sultana of Vladimir. We're going to revoke her title. She's a known criminal, and she's imprisoned. So we just do that for free. Then we're going to grant that over to this guy. So I'm going to grant title, only recently acquired titles, and the Sultanate of Vladimir. So he gets all of this. Phenomenal. Then we've got these out over here. We're 8 direct vassals above. We need to grant all of these over as well. So we're going to grant this guy. We're going to grant this one. And we're going to grant this one. There's probably another one here somewhere too. This one. Got it. Okay, so we are going to grant this vassal as well. That will bring us down to being 4 vassals above. Correct? Correct. So that's definitely an improvement. That doesn't seem to have changed our number, but that's probably because it hasn't recalculated yet. Okay, we do definitely need to put in a new steward. That's going to be this guy. And for the time being, we're just going to look to eliminate this war as quickly as possible. And we'll keep an eye on what this factionalism situation is going to end up looking like. We're raising troops here until our men-at-arms arrive. I'm not sure how much else we need. Okay, 500k. So let's take a look here. 2 week. 2 week. These guys can send an ultimatum at any time, but they're actually going to be dropping their discontent here. So that looks good. We're going to cancel this. Are we actually not going to have another faction behind this? That's insane. I restarted the game, but I would have expected... Well, actually, no. The reason that we're not having this is because of our vassal limit. We had a really bad vassal limit at the end of last episode. I remember that now. So that's the reason why this is so much improved. We're only at 105k. I want to raise a few extra forces here, but I wanted to get some sieges going here immediately. Okay. So we're going to get this one done. Is this guy leading this army? Yes, he is. Okay. That's noted. I'd like to get some additional forces out over here. Do we have our mercs here? I think we do. Okay. For the time being, that seems fine. We're just letting these guys be here for now. Actually, they're walking towards us. Okay. With that being the case, we're not going to move here. Okay, they're looking to embark from here. This is a bad move on their part. I'm going to split off a few reinforcements for us and get them on their way. So we're going to do this, and we're going to move them in like so. But we're going to move these guys in here. Or are we? Maybe we just wait for the reinforcements, let these guys lock in a bit, and try to time this attack a little bit differently. Yeah, they're embarking very slowly. Cool. We can bring more reinforcements in as well. Yeah, I know that these mercs are going to expire soon. For the time being, this is fine. I'm actually surprised at how well our vassalization overhaul worked. That worked exceptionally well. So this is fine. We're going to do that, and then we're going to walk in here. That's looking much better. I'm still going to split off more reinforcements just in case. I would love to stack wipe this enemy force and have this end up having... Well, I'd like to capture their ruler, right? That would be the goal here. I'm going to bring these guys over, but I am going to actually stop our movement here. And specifically what I want to do is move our bombards out and then head in with the rest of these. The bombards are going to go up here with this force and start up a siege. That's the idea. So we've got the reinforcements on the way in. We have got numerical advantage. This looks good for the moment. Cap of 150 for occupation. Okay, we're going to be occupying very, very early on here. Ticking war score is going to be potentially problematic for us. We'll see what is actually required for this claim. Do they have to fully occupy the Arabian Empire? If they do, that's going to be complicated for them. So we win this battle, no problem there. We're going to make our way through here and continue to siege. Beautiful. So I'm going to group these guys together. Do we chase them? It will very likely give us a lot of casualties. I might let them go for the moment. Yeah, I think that's the right call for right now. I'd like to get these areas fully occupied. I just can't believe... Well, actually, we're up to about 700k troops with these guys disbanded, or rather with these guys arrayed against us. You know, that actually makes sense then. I'm still a little surprised that we're not actually going to have another faction behind this, to be clear. But I'm completely happy about it. It's a very good thing. So they have a lot of sieges started up, including one in Sinai. I'm noting these guys embarking down here. We should come down and also embark and keep pursuing specifically this force. That is the force with the enemy captain, or rather the enemy leader in it. And we definitely want to capture their war leader if we can. That would be ideal. We're going to wander on down over here. And we need to get up to at least a grand total of battles won plus occupying counties equaling 50%. That is our minimum here. Once we're there, they cannot win. But we're going to embark our primary force here, and we're going to pursue these lads. I'm not sure exactly where they're planning to go, perhaps our capital region. But if so, we'll fight them there. That would be a good place for them to go, though. Realistically. I don't know about this. I'm letting them lock into disembarkation, and then we're going to fight them here. I don't think they should go here. That's kind of useless for them. Can we swing the scales? No, we're not 8 years old. Okay. So that's fine for the moment. We can raise up additional forces if we need it. For right now, I don't feel like we do. We're at plus 25% war score. And we're going to head off over this direction. Looks good. Now we're at plus 32. Send for a physician. Cool. So we're fighting here and winning. Excellent. So this battle is a victory, and we just captured someone's son and heir. The war leader's son and heir in that battle. That was good. I like it. That's very, very solid. So we're at 82% war score right now. To that end, I'd like to make our way up over here. I feel like we'd be better off embarking and then coming up over here. That way we only take 2 attrition ticks. So we're going to do that. Our mercs are gone at this moment. Successful treatment for our brother. Cool. We're going to finish this siege, putting us at 97? Wow. Okay, that was a lot. I'm actually shocked about that, too. There's a lot of things about this war that are surprising to me, but, I mean, this war was never going to be a threat to us, except if there were things like populists behind it, right? If we're able to just focus on just this war, it was never going to be a threat. So we did lose a siege, bringing us back down to 90%. But this siege could still end the war. We'll see if it does. 94? Fair enough. So we'll walk down over here. And we'll continue to siege. We should be net positive here. They actually embarked and retreated very similarly. So we're at 97 now. They must be going to their capital, right? I think they're going to their capital. That's certainly where we're going. So we're going to head up over there, dropping down to 86 because they did finish occupation of another location. Fair enough. We're at 90 now. Actually, we should siege here. Okay, so we're looking to come up here and do some fighting. We'll see what we get done up there, what we catch. We may or may not catch some things. Hopefully we do and get ourselves a decent battle. Yeah, that's an awkward route to take, but whatever. We do need a leader here. We should put this guy in. There we go. So we're just chilling at 90%. That's a completion of the war right there. Beautiful. We enforce those commands. Disband our troops. That is huge. So that faction's going to disband. We're 11 direct vassals above our limit. This is not shocking. We need to hand out some titles here. So I'm just taking a look around. Some of these are within our territory and should be granted out, and some of them aren't. This is one that we can definitely grant over. So that puts us at 10 direct vassals above. We're going to have to conquer back a bunch of these territories, which we knew. Here's a bunch of them over here in Mongolia. So we're going to grant some of these vassals on over. 1, 2, and 3 going over here. Wait, can we just grant vassals to de jure lieges? That would be convenient. We can do some of that, 3 of them. So we're going to do exactly that. These 3 are going to be granted over to their de jure rightful lieges. Perfect. So that's good. That puts us at 4 direct vassals above our limit. That is a solid position to be at. Anything else that we want to move around? Yes, actually. We can move this over here. Never mind. We don't have a valid vassal to transfer. They must be independent. We'll get back to that. We'll conquer that back. Checking in through Africa here. Anything down this way? Not at the moment. Okay, so now it's going to be kingdom combinations. But now that we just finished this, right, we can just revoke these titles completely for free. And we're going to do exactly that, and we're going to combine that over with this guy's title. So the Sultanate of Persia moves straight on over here, and we're now 3 direct vassals above. Now, I know that there were some out over here that have recently rebelled. We white-pieced them, though, and so that's a little awkward. We can revoke this guy's title, though, and we will definitely do that. And then that is going to be granted into Al-Andalus over here. So we're going to grant his title here. He did rebel against us, but whatever. We need to get our vassal limit situated, so that's okay. We're 3 direct vassals above at this moment, so we've got 3 more of these to do. So, did this guy rebel? Unfortunately, no, he did not. Other things that we can hand out. Just looking for imprisonable kings, or kings that are already imprisoned, I should say. This one would work. We could definitely revoke this. Cool. And then that would be granted, well, this would be revocable as well. He has protected title revocation, so we're just going to grant this over to him. That'll be fine. And then we can grant you this vassal. Perfect. And then there's one down over here as well. Looks good. We'll grant that here. Okay. Yeah, we're losing the Holy Order patronage. I don't care about that. We're 2 direct vassals above now, and any of these guys rebel. This guy did. Cool. We'll revoke his title, and we'll move that into... Well, this guy rebelled as well. We'll move that in here. So that looks good. Cool. 2 direct vassals above. Yeah, so there's a title here somewhere that's a little messed up. We might be able to do something about that. For the time being, I'm going to revoke this guy's title. And we're going to move that into here as well. So we're going to grant that over this way. Perfect. Now we've got a vassal out over here. 1 direct vassal above. Okay, we're really, really close here then. So, looking around, we've got this guy. He only has the 1 kingdom title. We can revoke the Sultanate of Transoxania. And we would grant that into probably not Sirdaria, but maybe like the Cameron Sultanate here. That seems okay. So we would move that over here, and there's probably some vassals that need to be moved around up over this way. Yeah, this guy can get this one. He rebelled, but that's fine. We just need somewhere to put these vassals, right? And now, just like that, we're at our vassal limit. And we can start conquering back some of these territories that rebelled against us. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to start over here in Italy, and we're going to declare war. Actually, can we offer vassalage to any of these? No. Okay. We're going to declare war here with seizing all de jure lands as our CBs for, like, all of these. So this guy, we are going to holy war for duchy? That works. Or we can just do a conquer duchy CB here. Cool. So then we would attack here as well. That's going to be seizing all de jure lands. And we can attack here. That's going to be seizing all de jure lands. Okay, so something along the lines of this for Italy. We're going to go for Lotharingia shortly. I think we'll do that next. And then we'll start cleaning up all of this stuff. Some of this is going to be cleaning up on its own over time. So we're going to let that happen. Actually, Alpid is probably a pretty high priority. We have a truce on him right now, though. So we can't do that for the moment. For right now, we're just going to raise up about here. We're going to raise some men-at-arms, or all of our men-at-arms. We're going to raise some levy troops as well. Probably like, I don't know, 50,000 or so. That'll be plenty. And this'll do. This'll do. So we're going to let our men-at-arms show up. They're about 15 days away. And we're going to go on some conquests here. 3, 2, 1... and 0. Perfect. So we're going to head on in over here. And this war is already won, obviously. No additional orders required here. They get stack wiped basically instantly. And actually, we don't even need to siege. So we're going to enforce those demands. And we're going to meander on up over here. That idiot does belong in our dungeon, though. So we're going to do that. Perfect. And up we go. These guys are sieging up here, so that's mildly awkward, but it's fine. That vassal limit is not surprising that creeps back up over time with the way we've been combining things together. When can we establish, and we're not the culture head right now, but when can we... 11 years still on fervent temple builders. Okay. That's unfortunate, but whatever. So we stack wipe here. This siege gets completed. And we're going to just wander on up this way and enforce our demands. Perfect. Now, we don't need to hand these out because these are de jure titles. So they were already pre-handed out to their rightful owners. Oh, we can transfer this guy over. Do it. That's absolutely something we want to do. Cool. So that looks fine. We're back up to almost 1.2 million for our troop count. Not bad at all. And we didn't have a Liberty faction either. Oh, we can transfer this guy. Sure, do it. So that all looks good. Without a Liberty faction, without a populist faction behind that, that war wasn't much of a threat. And yeah, literally the only reason that they were going to pop was because of our vassal limit. And just sorting that fixed that particular problem. So that's wonderful. Since we actually won the vassal war, rather than white piecing it, that does give us a significant chunk of our vassals imprisoned, which is just great. We're really pleased about this situation at this moment. So we're going to win this battle and win it very, very well. Like, they're doing poorly here. They're doing exceptionally poorly. We are going to finish up this siege, and that will end this war. There we go. We'll enforce those demands. Now, that was a conquest war. So we're going to have to grant these out, and then we're going to have to grant those vassals out. But we can start heading up over this direction for the time being, and that's going to be moved into... This is all Aquitanian over here. This should be moved, I think, into the Sultanate of Italy. So we're going to grant the vassals over here. This guy's going to gain a bunch of opinion of us. Perfect. Okay. There we go. No problem whatsoever here. We'll come up and take this area back. Hopefully our truce with this guy is going to be up pretty soon. When is that going to happen, anyway? 2 years? Okay. We might go after Lotharingia first, then. We're still in the reconquest phase from the 2 wars that we did lose. So, and I mean, we just lost them because we had, like, travel times, right? That was the primary reason there, but it'll be fine. I'm not actually concerned about this. As long as this kid doesn't die, from here on out, it should be pretty good. We shouldn't have other major factionalism, in theory. Cool. Unfortunately, that siege didn't end the war. We'll have to do another one, but that's okay. So there we go. That is now done, and we will enforce these demands and disband our troops. So that's Italy back under our control, although we've not gotten Malta. 128 reasons. Okay. I'm going to do it real quick here. We're just going to get Malta taken care of. I don't want to forget about it. So we're going to raise our men-at-arms only, and that war is over. Phenomenal. We're going to be going after Lotharingia next. I think that's pretty clear. Lotharingia was the place we lost in the Crusade, and this is buying time for a lot of these little guys to be moved back in, and I think that's where a lot of these vassals that we could transfer were coming from. So there's definitely some vassals to conquer out over this way, but really, there's not that much. A lot of this is already, like, this is not a huge amount. Yeah, that's not that bad. So that's okay. We're going to be landing out over here on Malta, and as I said, that war is over. Beautiful. Okay, we're now 2 direct vassals above our limit. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a moment. So this war's over. We're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. So Malta is, of course, controlled correctly now. I want to check up over... really over this direction and see, do we have... yeah, there's a sheikdom out over here that should be granted out. So these were, or at least this one, I am pretty sure was taken over by our vassals. So that's excellent. We're very glad that they're doing that. That saves us time. We're still 1 over, and it's down here. Got it. Yes, this is definitely, I remember just noticing this little one down here. It's gone now. So our vassals are taking these over, and that's great. We're really glad to see our vassals taking the initiative on that. Lotharingia, though, this needs to be who we're after here. We no longer have claims on this. Well, we do, actually. This guy has a claim on it. He is a Shari, which is good. Claim on the Kingdom of Lotharingia. I'm wondering... we should get it all, right? Lotharingia and Catholic Lotharingia. This might require 2 wars. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this war. It'll be interesting. He has access to about 75,000 troops. Should be reasonably fine. We're going to not be super greedy with this raise. We're going to raise up back over here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms. We're going to raise some levy troops, and probably about 100,000 of them. Maybe a little more. Yeah, this'll do. So that's absolutely fine. We are above domain limit because of our yeah, that's not great. We're over our domain limit because our region changed. It's this guy. He's the problem. That's okay. We'll get this dealt with. We're currently 7. I'm not too concerned about our holding taxes. It's fine. It's fine. So we're going to be raising up our levy troops for a little bit longer here. We're 1 direct vassal over, but we can transfer a vassal, so that looks good. No problem whatsoever there. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and let's go on into Lotharingia. So we see them sieging up over here with their primary forces, and to that end, we are going to split off our siege forces. Somewhere around 50,000 is likely sufficient to keep them from stack wiping, which is the primary goal here. Just not let them be stack wiped. They're going to wander on up over this way, of course, and give battle, while we go in and siege their capital here. Perfect. Okay, so up we go. This is their full army, pretty much. Yeah, that's definitely their full army. Our regent is being a jerk. Can we start being a jerk back to our regent? Not yet. We're not 8 yet. Okay. So we need to head up over here. We're at 14% war score right now. If they don't do something here, we're going to stack wipe this. We are ill, but we're a little brighter. yeah, I don't think this is going to go well for them at all. So we're going to head on up over this way. We're at 33% war score right now. Sadly, we did not stack wipe this. Let's go up and see if we can slow siege this relatively quickly. That would be nice. Okay, we're above our vassal limit again. This is probably our vassals conquering back populist areas, which is good. We very much like that. How long is this slow siege going to be? Okay, that's actually a pretty slow siege. Okay, well, we'll get this siege done, and we're going to head up over here. And then we'll take over this siege and relieve these guys, and we'll look to fight again, I think, is going to be the way to go. So siege is being relieved. Okay, they're kind of split up here awkwardly. We're going to head up here first, I think. This is the larger army, and then we'll come down here. They're going to be sieging this for a while. 12 years at this rate. So I'm not too concerned about that, unless they get siege weapons down there. Okay. They're running away over here. We're going to see if we can catch them. The answer is a hard maybe. They're probably running direct... Never mind, war's over. Okay. I was going to say they're probably running directly at this force, but it doesn't matter. So we did end up getting all of Lotharingia back. Wonderful. We can swing the scales of power now. We're old enough, and we're going to do exactly that. We can transfer this guy on over, and we'll do that as well. We're 2 vassals above. With this Sultanate, that's not shocking that we're above. There's probably one location out over here somewhere that we could grant out. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it is time to put a cut in here. So, yeah, the Byzantines went after this. I'm not shocked about that either. We'll go after them eventually as well. We've got these de jure lands. It's fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And next episode, we're getting back all of these Orthodox lands, and then we're going back on the conquest trail. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.